Oh, tonight we got a great show for you. Tonight, this afternoon, we got a great show for ya. We got a great show for your family. We got Billy Carson, none other the one, the only metaphysics man himself, the man that's been on Gaia. He's been on Ancient Aliens. We got Billy Carson, and we got his beloved fiance, Elisabeth Hoekstra, gonna be in the building. Oh, I'm playing the Matrix music in the background, so you know what that means. We're going deep into the Matrix. We're going back into time. Please like, subscribe, share. King Simon presents only quality people, baby. Oh yeah, we're gonna get crazy tonight. Oh my goodness, we're going back, way back into time. Before we do that, content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. This is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. That's right. It's King Simon in the building. I want y'all to tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell all your cousins that King Simon is now here. Oh yeah, we're going to play the Matrix music because we got one of the men that are in and out of the Matrix working it with his beautiful fiance. You know what it is. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor right now that Billy Carson and Elisabeth Hoekstra is going to be in the building. Divine health, wealth, and the metaphysics of union. Y'all want to be here? Don't touch that dial, baby. And don't forget, make sure you get all their books on forbiddenknowledge.com. That's forbiddenknowledge.com. Don't forget the big workshop, Blueprint for God Power, happening on January 7th from 12 to 8 p.m., 4 hours each of every one of them. Linktree/Black Magic 363. That's right. Get your tickets now. Don't miss this high-level class. All right? Don't forget this coming Wednesday. You know what it is. We got the Afro Boricua in the building, my friend. That's right. Mystic Ivy 333 Spiritual Guidance Through the Tarot will be in the building on November the 30th. That's right. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget. I want to remind everybody, if you want some good supercharging your imagination with affirmation that will open the eye in your mind to infinity. possibilities. Make sure you get Joshua Selden's book right now. Go to his website right now. Joshua Selden's website right now. That's eye-opening. I am publishing.com. That's iampublishing.com. That's iampublishing.com. His IG is YoungGod_235. That's YoungGod_235. I am publishing at IG, TikTok, and by the one, the only author, Joshua Selden. Make sure you go and support that brother. He's one of our sponsors today. Big up to Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure you go to his website, that's right, www.lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's www.lloyd-strayhorn.com. 800-581-4401. That's 800-581-4401 if you want to book a session with him or get his book. My good friend Paul Campbell, movies and art. Man, make sure if you are in the Florida area, over there at Plantation, Florida, that's our West Broward Boulevard. Make sure you're going out to this big art festival and movie. Of course, if you don't know who this actor is, from the renowned actor and artist on the stories behind the body of work, new projects, previews, and of course, it will be hosted by Julie Ann Lee. That's right, Truly Julie, on Friday, December 2nd from 6 to 8 p.m. That's right, at Island Space Caribbean Museum, 8000 West Broward Boulevard. My good friend Paul Campbell, known him for many years. Him and I known each other, worked together before, so bring up to Paul Campbell, of course. If you want to do that meditation for the men, December 3rd, that's right, all you have to do is hit up these numbers. Also, meditation for the women. They do it separately for men and separately for women. So big up to the doctor, Dr. Alicia Kair, or AKA Dr. Belkis. Make sure you text that number for women. That's 518-768-7669. And for men, you could text 770-861-9906 and tell them King Simon sent you. All right? And don't forget, big up to Holistica Palace. That's Holistica Palace. Tickets are selling. She got a big event coming up in the Poconos at 1444 Poconos Boulevard in Mount Poconos, PA. If you're going to be there, make sure you hit them up at the website, or you can also support her products. That's right. Heal now, pay later. You know what it is. Make sure you shop, pay, and sizzle available. You know the way on the website. Make sure you go to www.holisticapalace. If you want to take a trip with Ashra Kwesi to Kemet or Ethiopia or through Nubia, make sure you give them a call at 214-371-0206. That's 214-371-0206 and tell them King Simon sent you, all right? Don't forget, if you are in New York City on January 13th, 2023, get your early tickets available now via tickets. Get your tickets at Linktree/JP Justice Laugh. My two friends, JP Justice and Mugga, will be in the building, but that is the QR code if you want your early bird tickets right now. Don't forget, we got a course coming, family. We got a big course coming called Numerovation and Numerologics of Many Moods. I'm going to be dealing with sadness, happiness, all of that, the numbers and what it's connected to. In the year of our Lord, the number 7, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 is a number 7. So that's what we're doing. And also in 2023, we got Professor James Smalls coming to Stone Mountain Boulevard. You know, Stone Mountain, Georgia. We're going to be right there in the Stone Mountain Village. So not on top of the mountain. We're going to be in the village at a black-owned, melanated-owned venue. That's right. So make sure you come on out. If you want to bring your dreams to life, contact this sister right now, Susie Script, editing service for authorship and journalists and bloggers. Make sure you call the number at 914-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467. If you want to take my classes, go to udemy.com, and punch in the word Numerovation. Punch in the word Numerovation. You want to take my introductory course right there on udemy.com. But if you want the full course meal, the 8 hours raw, uncut course, I'm telling you, family, limited rate is $333, but you got to text the word course to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. If you want to get any of my books, please go to Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. And remember, yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue into the future, baby. We're out here to motivate you with your numbers. And don't forget, if you want to book a session with me, all you have to do is text your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Yeah! Ow! 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 How y'all feeling? Are y'all ready? Are you ready for your brother, King Simon? Woo! Oh man, I bring the energy anywhere I'm at. I'm bringing the energy, high frequency, high power, high level. Yeah. Turn it on. Thank you for the applause. Lord have mercy, you love me so much. Aye. You know why they love me? Because me peer them for the applaud me. Woo, how y'all feeling out there, family? How y'all doing? How's everything? Did you have a good gobble day, or did you honor the indigenous ancestors? I honored the indigenous ancestors, so that's what we do. We ain't celebrating Thanksgiving over here, but if you do, respect to you. Maybe it's about giving thanks for being around your family and all that. I didn't do none of that. I stayed at peace. I did my meditation. I did what I had to do to keep it moving, but it is what it is, and that's how we do. Yesterday was Dr. Sebi's birthday. Happy birthday to Sebi. Happy birthday to Sebi. Happy birthday. Today is Bruce Lee's and Jimi Hendrix's birthday. Happy birthday to Bruce and Jimmy. Happy birthday to Bruce and Jimmy. Happy birthday. Y'all don't understand. Tomorrow is Bobby Hemmett and Barry Gordy's birthday. Happy birthday to Bobby and Barry. Happy birthday to Bobby and Barry. Happy birthday. And on the 29th, happy birthday to my daughter, Brianna. Happy birthday to the late, great Chadwick Boseman. And happy birthday to the one, the only Don Cheadle. I know. Something's wrong with this dude. Something wrong. Now, y'all know my rules up in here. And the first rule is thumb up, share, and like the broadcast to build the algorithms. Yeah. Come on now, stop playing. Don't be a hater. Be greater than that. Don't be a hater. Be greater than that. Don't be a hater. Be greater. Share, like, and we're going to do what we like. I ain't looking at the chat yet. I haven't looked at the chat, so forgive me if I haven't shouted out nobody. We got like 3 more minutes before we bring on the great Billy Carson and Elisabeth Hoekstra. And don't forget, respectfully, this is a troll-free zone, so trolls, please take a stroll somewhere else. Let me look on my chat, make sure we ain't got no trolls in there. Make sure we ain't got no trolls up in there. Make sure we ain't got no trolls up in there. Nope. Those bots, those sexual bots be coming in, those sexual bots. Big up to Facebook. I'm broadcasting on Facebook at King Simon Productions. Also at Facebook at King Simon. Also, I'm broadcasting at Numbers Are Simple at my other YouTube channel. So big up to all of y'all watching on those platforms. Yes, I am drinking beer, but it's ginger beer. I'm drinking ginger beer. This one have agave in it. It got the Q, baby. Get the Q ginger beer. Oh, yeah. And I'm drinking water. Stop playing. Man, had a great weekend already. Beautiful out here in Stone Mountain in Georgia, period. I was sunbathing yesterday and sunbathing today and chilling. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that everybody know that they can always, if they really love their brother, they can always go to King Simon's links through Linktree/King Simon the Numerator. And always remember that you can spread love via Cash App. Spread love via PayPal using King Simon Productions at gmail.com. That's right. You could use that right there. Now, this afternoon's topic is the metaphysics of health, wealth, and divine union. That's right. The metaphysics of health, wealth, and divine union. And we're going to have this beautiful couple coming up, Billy Carson and Elisabeth Hoekstra, who just got engaged recently on November 5th. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember, you can hit him up at IG at Forbidden Knowledge, also at IG at Billy Carson Official, and also at Elisabeth Hoekstra, and I am Elisabeth Hoekstra. So make sure, I like to say that name. I just like that name, Hoekstra. Hoekstra. See, I got I got the roll of the R's to Hoekstra. I know how to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you want to go to their website, these are the website. That's forbiddenknowledge.com and Forbidden Knowledge TV. Yeah. All right. All right. They should be coming up right in a few minutes. Enough respect to them. Yeah, big up to all of you out there that are always seeking to live at a higher level, to be drama free, because it's not easy. It's not easy. And a man and woman do not thrive if they can't live in peace. Let me say that again. A man and woman or a society cannot really thrive unless they live at peace. You cannot build buildings and great edifices when there's bombs dropping and war happening and the people are in distress and despair. So it's always incumbent upon you, if you are married or you are engaged or you plan to one day be married, one day be engaged, to make sure that within the partnership that you find peace and love. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with some peace of mind. And a man is supposed to bring woman their peace, and a woman is supposed to bring a man a peace. Not a piece of garbage, not a piece of drama, not a piece of, the extras that we don't need. You know what I'm saying? Especially, we don't need all that. If you agree, put one in the chat. If you agree, put one in the chat. If you agree. You don't put, I know say, we like to say opposites attract. We do like to say that, opposites attract. But if you really check it out, it's complements attract. And it's all about complementing each other. So, give that a round of applause if you like to compliment. I see them in the background. I'm getting ready to bring them on. Lord of mercy. Oh, man, let me say something about this too in hell that's about to come up in here. I got to they know me. They know I get him on, boy. I get him on. Now, let me put this picture up in the front because should I play the Matrix music again? Let me play the Matrix music again so we know we in the Matrix, man. Woo! Y'all think I be joking. I'm going to play this Matrix music, son. Now, without further ado, right here on the platform of King Simon Productions or King Simon Presents, Only Quality People, we welcome the power couple of the metaphysics world, the power couple of the alien world, the biohacking power couple of the whole universe, the ones, the only, Billy Carson and Elisabeth Hoekstra in the building. What's up, family?
That's good.
Oh, I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best. Y'all don't even know. I'm one of the best, sir.
Yeah, man. You got me hyped.
I know.
Y'all looking around saying, who that? Who are you talking about? Who is that? Don't look around. I'm talking about y'all.
All right.
Welcome back to the station. How y'all? Welcome back, brother. How you doing? How you doing, sister? How you doing?
Good. Can't complain. Life is a blessing every day.
Life is good, man.
Man, life is wonderful, son.
Yeah.
Forget all of that. All of that. We got the beautiful, of course, Elisabeth Hoekstra and Billy Carson in the building. That's their IG, of course, at Forbidden Knowledge. Billy Carson, official Elisabeth Hoekstra, and I am Elisabeth Hoekstra. I love that last name, Hoekstra. Sound like a secret agent. And Elisabeth Hoekstra. I was watching Raymond Reddington, and I can swear Elisabeth Hoekstra was about to come up. Elisabeth Hoekstra.
You crazy.
I was watching Blacklist, and I love Blacklist. That's just one of my movies.
That's a good show. I like that show.
I love it. Hey, Elizabeth, he Aquarius. Raymond Reddington is Aquarius.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he born February 7th. He born February 7th. He crazy, right? I'm loving it.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Now they got another 10th season coming up. They got another season about to come
out. They don't stop.
200 episodes. Woo. They not joking. So big up to them. I got to big them up. And of course, I like Dembe. Big up to Dembe.
Oh yeah, Dembe.
So good to see y'all, man. Always a pleasure. First of all, of course, let me make sure people know there's the websites right there, forbiddenknowledge.com and forbiddenknowledge.tv.com. Make sure. Also, they got link trees. Now you got Forbidden Knowledge / Forbidden Knowledge, and then you have Linktree / Elisabeth Hoekstra. So make sure you support all that they do and everything. We're going to show all of that. But the topic for today is the metaphysics of health, wealth, and divine union. Let's get that a round of applause.
Right.
Now, which one y'all want to start with? Health, wealth, or union? Which one y'all want to start with?
Man, it's all, it's a big topic. We could talk for 10 years on this stuff, but
I'll drink to that. That's ginger beer. Okay. So, all right, let's start with health, because if you don't have good health, you won't have produce good wealth, and you won't produce good union.
Right.
Now, with a powerful couple like you, and I want people to remind people, please like, share, and thumb up this video. People, remember, sharing is caring. Always remember that. So, with a power couple like y'all, and congratulations on the engagement. Hold on. I ain't finished. Hold on. You know me already. I'm gonna do what I do. Y'all think I'll watch this. Y'all gonna say, wait a minute. Look at that.
Yeah. Cold over here,
I was like, she gonna smack the heck out of somebody. Don't mess up. Congratulations. And it says November 5th. That's a good day for her, that's for sure. And you, actually, that 5, if it happened on November 5th. Did it happen on November 5th? That was it?
November 2nd. It was November 2nd. Yeah.
Oh, y'all did it on the 2nd. Oh, that 5 would have been very good for both. But it's all good. Congratulations.
She posted on the 5th.
She posted on. Well, that was smart. It made me think fair, because you born on the 14th. He born on the Virgo, which is a 5 energy connected to Virgo. So that would have been, that made me say, wow, she's on time. But congratulations, first of all. Let's go with the union, the health, and congratulations. I want everybody to congratulate them in the chat, please. If you didn't know. Yeah, no, it's real. No, a union is very important in all of our lives, and a lot of us can't stay married for 45 minutes, more or less, or even get engaged, or afraid to get engaged. Yeah. But how important for your daily regimen? How important is health?
It's huge.
Please.
Well, I'll tell you, first and foremost, Elisabeth gets me started off in the morning right away. We wake up early. I wake up extremely early, and she wakes up a little early.
Extremely.
I wake up, but it gives me time to do my meditation, focus on what my day is going to be like, what I have to do, work on some stuff, and then the first thing that happens when she gets up is she gets my supplements, my herbs out immediately.
Wow.
Because I'm the type of person, to be quite honest with you, sometimes if it's out of sight, it's out of mind.
True.
And once I get up and start moving around, if I don't see it, or if I don't just happen to just remember it, unfortunately, sometimes it'll be sporadic throughout the day when I'm trying to take my supplements, do my health care.
Right.
But she's so good at right away. Hey, here she takes out the exact supplements I need, which ones for each day, what time, and gets it out, and make sure that I take my supplements and drink my water as well.
That's it.
I
do have that with me too. And about Elisabeth, how about you now? Now you help him. How does that help with you? How does that work with
it's just, I think that health is honestly the most important. Physical health, mental health. If you don't have those things, then you don't have anything. You don't have a good relationship. You have a stressful relationship. If your partner, even if you love your partner and your partner comes down with some sort of autoimmune, or you got to take care of them, then it becomes very stressful. So what I try to do is really focus on prevention. So just staying healthy in general, mental health and physical health. So, supplements are important, and we work out all the time, which is amazing. And you know what? He's really open to all of my weird biohacks.
Aquarius, weird.
Yeah. So it's so important for me to have a partner that's open to that, because when I tell my friends, they're like, girl, you crazy. Get that stuff away from me. They're not open to it. And I know that it will help them. So you're very open to things, which is really, really amazing. And yeah, I mean, it's like we hold each other accountable. You know, if I don't feel like working out,
that's what I was gonna say. Sometimes we don't want to go to the gym.
And he's like, no, let's go.
I say, let's go. And sometimes I'm too tired. I don't want to go to the gym, but she says, no, we got to go to the gym. So we'll go and we'll work out. And you know, even if we're traveling, we'll find a way to exercise and work out, even when we're traveling, which is a lot.
Wow. And you know what's so interesting, family? These two, one is born on the 4th, one is born on, you know, I'm going to get into the numbers. You know what I mean? One is born on the 14th, and that adds up to 18. And in numerology, that's a number that deals with creativity and financial literacy, and also expanding on an international level. That's how powerful, because it adds up to 1, 8, then the 9, and 9 is an international number of higher levels, higher understanding. And that is what that relationship needs: higher levels of understanding and respecting the discipline of each other. Because 8 is there, and that's a disciplinary number. So, and I'm so proud of both of you, because I was around y'all before y'all even got engaged and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just, when I seen it, a tear ran down my eye. I look like one of those indigenous people that seen garbage on the floor. A tear, one tear, but it was a tear of joy. Because I've been down the marriage road three times. I've been fired 3 times, and but. I tell people all the time, I'm still open for it, because I had to get better in relationship. And you and I have been, you know, been married before, brother.
I've been married before as well. And
yeah, you know,
I didn't want to, you know, I took my time in between and I took my break. I don't just jump from relationship to relationship. However, at the same time, I still left myself open for a future opportunity. I didn't completely shut down. My hopes and dreams of becoming, you know, of having a nice family and having a nice woman by my side. I think some people, you get burnt a couple of times, and then what you do is you shut down. And I think by that you actually eliminate your potential for a blessing.
Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth. Elizabeth, have you ever been married or no? You just your first time
married. No, gonna come down, you know, but never.
Congratulations! They've been asking you, huh? But they.
She turned a couple down, so when I was getting ready to ask her, I was like, it's a possibility she gonna say no. I had that going in. I already knew, but I had a pretty good feeling that, you know, it was the right time to ask, and it was.
You know, and a lot of people don't really understand that, you know, health, union, and wealth all works together. You know, it all works together in one. And that's why my mind said go there. But the first thing I want to ask both of you, and anyone can ask you, is, and I'm going to divinity. I'm dealing with divinity now, because we got the word divine in there for a reason. Now, is everything in existence divine if all is energy?
I personally believe that everything is divine. Well, let me rephrase. Divine energy is inside of or imbues everything. In other words, this entire universe is created from a divine spark. And that is the dark matter, the dark energy that's responsible for the expansion of the universe as a whole. And it also, it's also in every atom. So I just feel like every single atom is literally imbued with this divine energy. And that same spark that created everything in the universe is inside of our bodies, making us divine from the inside out. And our consciousness is also coming from the divine source and streaming into this dimension and inhabiting this avatar body. So you have this divineness that's everywhere around us. We're completely submerged in it. And what a lot of people don't realize is, because we do see darkness here on TV and the news and the social media feeds and everything else. But in reality, the divine nature is in every single thing, in every single person. It's just which side of it is showing. Is it the dark side or the light side? And Thoth tells us to seek the light. So there's this yin and this yang, this darkness and this lightness. And we have to understand that in order for us to manifest the reality that we really want on this planet, manifest the relationship we want, that divine spark is inside of us, and to seek the light and be the light and try to bring that light to your relationship. And when you're bringing light, it doesn't mean bring ego. It means bring a different type of understanding, and where both parties have to try to bring their best to the relationship, but also still remaining themselves. But that light, that light is in every single one of us, and the light is in every atom in your body. So we have the power to create heaven on earth, and a lot of people just are waiting to die so they can live, but we should be able to live now, and I'm gonna live right now.
That's right. Get that a round of applause, family. Now, Elizabeth, now you wrote the book, The Recipe to Elevated Consciousness. From your perspective, what does that mean in sight of divinity, as what Billy just explained? What does that mean to you, especially because you wrote the book of Recipe of Elevated Consciousness, which is a form of divinity anyway? So what does it mean from your perspective?
Yeah. Well, I think everything is divine. Even the darkness, I believe, is divine, because when you go through dark things, it makes you stronger. It leads you to the point where you're supposed to be. Even when you have fights and relationships, that opens up communication. That opens up who the person really is. You get to know who that person really, really is during times of high stress, right? How the person handles different stressful situations. And if you didn't have that dark, then you wouldn't even know what light is. So I think that everything that happens within this universe is definitely divine. It's supposed to be that way. And I wrote my book because I've been through so much darkness. I started in this realm with darkness. I was adopted. So, I mean, it taught me so much, and it made me who I am today, which I'm very, very proud of the person I am today. But without that darkness, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be as elevated in my consciousness. I wouldn't have this different knowledge, because I wouldn't have experienced all the darkness that I went through. So I really think that everything is divine, and that it leads you to the point where you're supposed to be. Everyone's on a different journey, whether that be a very, very difficult journey, you're tortured, just going through the worst things, but you incarnated here for a purpose, for a reason. So that's your journey. And who is it for anyone to judge whether it's dark, light, evil, good? It's just where you're at. So that's my opinion.
No, that's good opinion. Come on now, stop playing. That was good. And plus taking it back to where you said you was adopted. Now, to all of those people out there, sometimes I've met certain people that have been adopted and have gone to some atrocious stuff in this adopting agencies, sometimes rape, molestation, all that. And what is it that someone like you can come out of all of that? I don't know how atrocious it was, but how can you have come out of all of that and still shine like a diamond? And that's and still get the man you want and get the house how is it that you just able to do that? And people, please, let me just show them your books. Please go on there and support their books, because this is, go to Forbidden Knowledge, forbiddenknowledge.com. Woke doesn't mean broke. Emerald Tablets, of course, the compendium of the Emerald Tablets. Of course, his son, Manifest Destiny. I have that book. I have all of them, actually. I have Elisabeth Hoekstra book, and I'm going to get that new one, Elizabeth. Stop playing. You know what it is. I'm going to get that new one. I'll go get that new one. So tell us, how is it to, and do you know other, and I'm saying that because my listening audience is vast also. So do you know other adopted people that have gone there and just stayed stuck? Because it's easy to get stuck in that quote unquote adoption reality that you won't come out of it. How do you feel about that, Elizabeth? And then we're gonna go to another question for Billy and you.
It kind of is painful. So you have this kind of gaping hole that you're trying to fill with stimulus, with anything outside of yourself. But I was lucky enough to realize that hole I was feeling was self-love, was love for self. I heal myself. No one heals me. These things don't heal me. This alcohol, this drink doesn't heal me and make me feel better. I make me feel better. So I came to that realization, and I did the shadow work, the work necessary to get over the trauma in your body, the trauma in your mind, the trauma in your energy. And that's what I dedicated my life to. I started doing these different modalities when I was 19 years old, because I was searching for anything to pull me out of that gaping hole feeling, that emptiness that I just lived with for so long. So I tried everything: drugs, alcohol, and then modalities. And realized that the modalities, I mean, even though when you do some things, you have these releases, these emotional releases, and it's hard and it's painful, and you sometimes have to relive things. It's not fun, but the other side is where I'm at now. I'm happy pretty much every single day, but I let myself be upset. It's always like this. That's just normal living. But instead of stuffing those feelings and turning against my anger, my sadness, I I'm okay with it. I just let myself go there, and then it passes through me, releases, and I'm back to being good. So
That's right. That's
I just
right.
discovered that, I have my own power, and everyone has their own power. And if adoptees do the same type of work that I talk about in my book, they'll feel some sort of relief. They'll feel better, because it's just natural for anybody that's been adopted to have those abandonment issues, to feel kind of empty inside. So
I'm proud of your journey, girl. I'm proud of your journey. When you told me some years ago, I was like, wow, I said you had to write, and sure enough, you came out with some books. And Billy, I gotta say, Billy, you have been an inspiration to even me moving to Georgia and just renting this house temporarily, because it's a nice size house. It ain't nice as big as yours, but but not yet. But you were one of my inspirations when I met you when I was helping to do the thing with Brother Rich. Big up to Brother Rich from Black Magic 363. Yeah, and I'm going to talk about your workshops and all that coming up. I got all of that ready. And how is it, especially because we're speaking about the metaphysics of health, wealth, and divine union. Divine union don't just come in with mate, but it comes with business partners. It comes with people that you're working with, and healthy unions and wealthy unions comes, and they all divine. It's just like the madness that we went through before with somebody, and it was a divine union, but somebody messed it up. Some people can mess it up. Not going to speak his name, not going to say anything, but it's just so important to have inspirations like you. And I don't call them mentors, because that's the old Greek name, the jednas, the accountable teachers and guides. How important is that we should have accountable teachers and guides to inspire? How important for wealthy movements and healthy movements and divine unions?
Oh, it's really, really important. For me, growing up, I really didn't have a mentor, and I feel like I could have been 10,000 light years ahead of where I am now if I didn't have to figure everything out the hard way.
Of course.
So I really had, when I got a lot older and was already fairly successful in business, I then started building my little circle, my little inner network. I met a few millionaires, and I would learn from them by observing and letting them letting them set an example, and I would follow them and utilize some of their techniques and tactics. And then eventually met a few billionaires and started learning from them. But that was pretty late. And I know just from where I am now and where I could have been, if I would have had a mentor, even somebody just as simple as a guidance counselor in school. My guidance counselor in school was too worried about having sex with the high school girls instead of taking care of the athletes and everyone else and making sure we got to college. I mean, it was a big thing. I mean, the guy was just screwing all the high school kids and all of that, so just for if he would have came over and just said, this and this and this and help me, but it just didn't happen. So, but it's important. And I know how important it is because I started a mentor program a few years ago, and I was like, there was a waiting list of like 300 or 400 people within a few hours. I helped as many people as I could, but I just restarted a new mentoring program where I'm only taking 40 people. It's called the Billy Club.
What's the website? You did say that. It's on forbiddenknowledge.com. Is it on Forbidden?
Yeah, Billy-club.com. Billy
BILLI
club.com.
Is it underscore or
no
dash?
Underscore, just a dash. Yeah, dash. The
Billy.
reason why we started is because
say it again, Billy what?
Billy-club.com.
Okay, I got it. No problem.
Yeah, the Billy Club. It's a play on billionaire. And I realize that there's a need for some people. There are people out there that need to get that mentoring, that real true mentoring to get to the next level. I've been fortunate in my life that I've built a lot of businesses. I've made millions of dollars long before social media even ever existed. Now, that myself and Elizabeth have come together. We've been building together, which is another reason why this relationship is so strong. We're working on the same project, the same goals. We have the same vision.
Yes.
We can both work. We understand how to balance our work and play, and we kind of do it together. And so where some people can't work with their better half, we can work nonstop together. We can travel together, be secluded together, thousands of miles away from home. But we both are mentoring each other. But I recognize that need to mentor other people. So that's why. And it is the link is in my my link tree, by the way, to the Billy Club.
Oh, it's in the link tree. Okay.
No problem. But that's why we started the Billy Club, so that I can personally mentor people, get them to a much higher level, and also build a private network of people that will go from millionaire status to billionaire status, and have them network with each other. And Elizabeth is going to give them mental health protocols, and I'm going to provide the financial mentoring, analyzing of business plans, analyzing financial books, analyzing their different structures and business models, having some of my billionaire friends review and take a look at some of the documentation, putting together a schedule, a plan, goals, personal calls, private retreat once a year with everyone in person, things like that. So it's just a program that I decided, the world needs this. I can't help everybody, but there's an application process. And if you're selected from the application,
that's right.
You go through an interview. And if you're selected through the interview process, then we'll allow you to be a part of the Billy Club.
Real quick.
Go ahead,
he's the reason I wrote my book anyway. So
I know. Get out a round of applause. I know. No, very inspirational. That's what I'm saying. And him and others. And what I really like, because you know, I got woke doesn't mean broke. Stop playing. What I like Billy, when a lot of us we may have parents, but yet those parents wasn't strong. You still took the time out and dedicated this book to your father. Tell us about your father real quick. I know you said it on other platforms, but and you did say he was abusive and he used to do this and do that. Tell us about your pops, man, and how important. I want the audience to understand that even though you've had serious problems with your father or your mother, it can still happen. He's proven this. So please talk about that. Yeah, please.
My father, unfortunately, he had a rough life. Looking back on his life now, I realize how depressed he was as a human being. His father, when he was about 6 or 7 years old, his father, which would have been my grandfather, said he was going out for a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
Wow.
His mother died from alcoholism when he was 16. So he was pretty much on his own from the age of 16. And he became an alcoholic and a drug addict. And, he met my mom in the late 60s, ended up having me in 71. And from the time I came out the womb and I could recognize his face, this guy let me tell you something, he was something else, man. He would take me to bars as a baby and put me up on the bar tops. He'd have me standing on top of bar tops at 1, 2 years old and all this kind of stuff, and he'd come home and get in trouble. But he had good intentions, but the alcohol and the drugs, his depression was taking him over. And because of that, when he was high, he would do things that were abusive, mental abuse, some physical abuse. He just wasn't the clearest person. But in the times when he would have these small sobering periods, he was a great person. But one thing he did, whether he was high or sober, he made me do book reports. That's why I dedicated this book to him. It's because of him that I am where I am now. Through the turmoil, the trauma, and the tribulation, he actually recognized my innate ability to read and comprehend at a very young age. He had me reading books, and I'm not talking about See Cat Run. He had me reading real books, from the age of 1 on up. And as soon as I can write good enough, he had me doing book reports every single week. And I mean every week.
Wow.
I don't care. It was books, whatever we could find a book, it was an encyclopedia, if it wasn't a dictionary, whatever it was, we had to write about what we learned and what we read. And so that instilled something in me, my ability to not only read and learn, but also discern the information, be able to learn how to make connections between all the different information that I was seeing from a very early age. And then also the second thing he did at the age of 12, he called me in his room and told me he was never going to buy me any more school clothes or school supplies or anything. Anything I needed, I have to get myself, and I have to start paying rent.
Wow. How much was your rent?
It was $100 a month.
Wow.
And so I went and got a job with the Miami News, which is a defunct paper now, but I think it maybe got absorbed by the Miami Herald. Right. They were taking 12-year-olds, 16-year-olds. They would take you around the neighborhood and in a pickup truck. You can't do it these days. You get abducted. The guy would say, "Square this block." You go door to door selling subscriptions, asking for the people to buy a subscription. I became the number one salesman on that route with that guy, and I took that money and I saved it, and then I parlayed that money into my own electronics business. I started selling digital car stereos at the age of 12. And by the time I was 13, I was making more than my parents already. That was my first business. I still have all my original invoices from that business.
Wow.
I was buying my product from Galaxy Electronics based out of New York.
Wow.
COD, and I was just killing the game. I started doing very well. Then I moved into EQ boosters, amps, subwoofers, and even installations right in my front yard, and nobody could beat my prices.
Wow. Brother here. No. Going back a little bit to Pops, and I want to also say this to Elizabeth. Going through those little traumatic things with the parent, how important is forgiveness?
Oh, it's huge. You know, the first thing you have to do, I was really angry. I'm not going to lie. I was really angry at my dad because it just seemed like, and I was even angry at my mom because I was like, why is she keeping us in this situation with this guy? This guy's crazy, you know, in my mind. As I got a little bit older, when I got to be a young man, probably in my early 20s, I started getting more insight in psychology. And I started realizing that what he was going through was because he was mentally ill and he was depressed. Mm-hmm. And so the first thing I had to do was I had to forgive myself for hating him and being angry at my mom for keeping us in that situation. Mm-hmm. They did the best that they can do with the situation. They're from their perspective and their lifestyle, the way that they were raised, they were doing their very best. And so I had to recognize. So at first I had to forgive myself. I don't rely on outside sources to forgive me. I forgive myself. That's the first big step. Once you forgive yourself, then you can forgive other people.
That's right.
And so then I forgave him, even though I still had a lot more rough years to go dealing with him. I had moved out when I was 16, but still interacting with my mom, and he would abandon her from time to time and leave her at places and so forth. I had to go get her. But over the years, I still realized when I had to deal with him, I understood that the mindset and perspective of life that he's coming from isn't my mindset and my perspective.
Yes, sir.
There's something else going on up there that is I guess empowering him to act that way. So all I can do is give him as much love and respect as I possibly could, and just try to lead by example. And unfortunately, he passed away now in was it 2019, I believe, October of 2019. Unfortunately, he was from police brutality. He was beat up by police. They broke his back, gave him a double concussion.
Wow.
He didn't die on the scene, but because he increased his alcoholism tenfold, trying to compensate for the back pain because the hospital and the doctors never repaired his spine.
Wow.
He ended up going into the hospital and finally succumbing to the injury. So how he succumbed to it was they realized that the surgery was never done and needed back surgery immediately, or he could be paralyzed. But when they put him in, they never gave him a replacement for the alcohol. And a person drinking like 6 cases of beer a day, you can't for how many years, you can't go to zero. And that forced him to have a cascade seizure. Like I think he had 120 seizures within an hour or two.
Wow.
And that erased his brain and he became brain dead. Man. And then I had to make the tough decision to pull the plug.
Pull the plug, of course.
I had to pull a plug on him, and I had to pull a plug 11 years prior on my mother after she suffocated from ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. So,
I mean, you've been. I mean, you and her have been through. Y'all look like y'all. Would you say that in the metaverse or the multiverse that y'all met somewhere else before? Would you say that? I mean, I'm just saying because y'all seem to have gone through. And but before we go there, Elizabeth, have you forgiven your parents that gave you up for adoption?
Yeah, absolutely. I've absolutely forgiven. You have to be able to be light in this third dimensional system. You have to be able to forgive, or else you'll be stuffed up with trauma. You'll hold that, and that will turn into dis-ease, which turns into disease. So in order to be able to be optimal and loving and empathetic, you have to be able to forgive people. So I really came to the deep understanding that everybody has a journey. It's not for me to judge where people are at. It's not for me to it's just not for me to judge. And everybody is doing the best that they can do with what they know how. And that's period. So, I mean, I've forgiven my parents. I've forgiven my adoptive parents. It's just because they did the best that they could with what they knew how. And who is it for me to judge another person's consciousness, another person's journey? Everyone just is where they are. And that's just what it is. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It just is. Like I said earlier, the darkness teaches you things.
Yeah,
So
that's what Fat Joe said on the Breakfast Club. He says, "Big up to Fat Joe, born August the 19th." I know I'm birthdays in my head. I'm sorry. He said sometimes you have to go into the darkness to find light. He said that on the Breakfast Club, and I was like, "Go ahead, Fat Joe."
Well, you know, that's what Thoth is all about. Thoth from ancient Egypt. Right? That's his face right there. You see, he's got the beak of an ibis bird. He always has the bird head. He's not really a bird. He had the face of a man in real life, but his representation by the ancient Egyptians and the people of the land of Chem was that ibis bird. And the reason why is because that beak, an ibis bird has to put his beak deep into the mud to bring up the sustenance. So it's an archetype of bringing darkness to light. And that's what he always did. When you read the Emerald Tablets, you discover that all he did was go to places where men were in darkness and brought them to the light.
Now, people, if y'all just tuning in, we are here with Billy Carson and Elisabeth Hoekstra, the great ones. Make sure you lock on to their IG. We ain't finished. I got to take this hard break first, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to take it up another notch before we close up, because we only got a few more minutes with them. Up to only an hour you only had for them. So I want y'all to don't touch that dial, and we will be right back after these messages. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numeral Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Number are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. That's right. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your King Simon. Right now, so we're gonna be bringing them right back right now. They are family. We are ready to make it happen. Don't touch that dial. We're coming right back right now. Do remember, family. Just want to remind y'all, of course, they got big things coming up. I want y'all to don't remember. Make sure you go and get their books at fourbiddedknowledge.com. That's fourbiddedknowledge.com. And don't forget the big thing with Black Magic 363 doing it on January the 7th from 12 to 8 p.m. They got the one, the only blueprint for God power. Billy Carson and Dr. B Serious. Don't forget, go to that Linktree /Black Magic 363. That's Linktree /Black Magic 363. Get your tickets now. Don't miss this high level class. 8 hours of nothing but Billy and Dr. B Serious. And don't forget, this coming Wednesday, we got Mystic Ivy, the Afro Boricua, going to be in that building, my friend. I'm telling you, spiritual guidance through the tarot on Wednesday, November the 3rd. That's right. Yes, as we're coming back to this beautiful couple right now. We are ready. Let me throw myself up in the front. Oh, yes. There they go. What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. We back. How y'all doing?
Right, we great, man.
I know I got a lot of energy going on over here. I'm sorry.
You do. I love it.
Got the matrix in the back. Okay. Now, this workshop that y'all got coming up. Let's get into that, because now there's a workshop that you're doing, and also Brother Rich is doing. What is your workshop first? I didn't even get that one yet.
I'm doing the Manifest Destiny workshop, which you've come to before in person. Remember, I used to have those in person.
That's right.
The first one, I think you came to the second one I did, actually.
In Fort Lauderdale, I think it was.
Fort Lauderdale at the Ritz-Carlton. That was some years ago. Look how fast
Isn't
time
that
flew
something?
for it.
Yes,
Wow.
man.
Yeah. And it was great. It was such a pleasure seeing you there. I had just seen you a few months prior in Brooklyn.
Yes.
At St. Francis College.
There it is.
So I'm doing the Manifest Destiny workshop. It's such a powerful workshop. I've done it 4 years in a row.
Yes.
Every year it gets better. I'm coming with all new science, all new metaphysics, all new manifestation techniques, and interactive teaching during the live workshop. I'm going to teach people the power of how they can manifest something immediately, right with their own mind during the workshop. It's going to be a great workshop.
I'm going to
put here 7 hours of teaching with myself, and Elizabeth is going to hop on and teach them some information about themselves with it's really a version of psychotherapy, understanding how to do the work, how to do the shadow work on yourself, how to clear that out so you can be able to manifest.
That's right. That's right. And the class, I just put the workshop straight to the link for the workshop on Eventbrite. So make sure y'all support that workshop and that's coming up. What day is that, sir? I didn't even get to see the day. What day is that?
That's going to be January 29th, I believe.
Okay. Right before my birthday. So I'll be out there in Florida too. So we're going to hang out now.
We're going to hang out. You got to come over.
My birthday, February 1st, hers is the 14th. We gonna have a good time.
Great time.
Yeah. And of course, family, if y'all don't know, they're doing a big thing with, of course, Brother Rich. Now, first of all, I want to still, what is your part in this workshop, my dear Elizabeth? Please talk about that. I want to make sure we get the balance here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm teaching people how to remove trauma. I mean, I wrote about 46 ways in my book, but I've done over 90 different holistic modalities throughout my lifetime. So I'm going to teach on some different ones that I didn't write about, that I haven't talked about. And I just believe that it's so important to deal and face your trauma, deal with and face your trauma, because if you don't do that, like I said, you're stuffed up, you're stressed out, you can't manifest in that state of mind. You have to be in the flow to be able to manifest exactly what's meant for you, your divine life. You have to be in flow. So that means you have to get rid of the stress and trauma from your life to be able to come into that divine energy, that divine feeling. That way you can manifest what's really for you. Because when you're stressed out, you're not manifesting good things. You're manifesting more stress. If you're looking at life like it's horrible, that's what you're manifesting. And that really inside of yourself is trauma. That's stress. That's depression. That's anxiety. Because if you don't have that within your system, within your mind and body, then you're happy. You feel good pretty much most of the time. You understand yourself. Right. So I'll be teaching people how to remove that stress, that trauma, how to bring their bodies back into homeostasis, to that good feeling and that good mind state.
That's powerful. Get that a round of applause. Don't forget, this is happening on January the 29th. Remember that. And that's a virtual one, not in person, right?
Right, virtual. Yeah, we try to do it virtual. A lot of people, would like to have attended some of the other Manifest Destinies we used to do in person. And so now we do it virtually so that we can help everyone worldwide.
And we tried to reach out to the Ritz and they ain't been calling us back, bro. Ain't that what's going on with the Ritz, man? I don't know what's that.
It's the post, sickness era. Nobody wants to work anymore. No, none of these places. I went to go try to book a huge facility venue for our Conscious Awards that we're getting ready to have next year.
Yeah.
And I told them we're going to bring you 1,000 people. We need 1,000-person room. And you know what they told us? It's just too much work. We don't feel like taking that one. It's just too much.
In Florida?
Yeah.
So where you going to do it at now? Where you going to do it?
We have our place. We have our venue now.
We got
a venue down here. Oh, the venue is sick. The venue is amazing. The Arts Center.
I hope I can be one of the MCs. Stop playing. I want to turn up. I will. Look, I've MC'd on Madison Square Garden and all that place. So let me know. If you, at least for the entertainment, I'll bring on the entertainment with the energy. Let me know. I'm down with that. I'm down. I'm putting out my resume, family. Yo, no better time than now. He said it, I'm gonna be in it. And of course, you and Dr. B Serious is doing this high level thing. Talk about that particular event, please.
Wow. Listen, Dr. B Serious, an incredible man.
Good dude.
I just recently learned about him, maybe only 3 weeks ago, to be honest with you. I'm kind of
it's been a year. That's the first time I heard. I've been out like a year too.
I was like, man, this brother came out of nowhere. I was like, he has some real serious knowledge, knowledge, and we are on the same frequency. A lot of our understandings of concepts, realities, metaphysics, quantum physics, are all on the same level. And I was like, wow. And so we really complement each other because he's able to talk about things from a perspective of a metaphysical level. I'm able to also then back that up with a lot of real science. And so the two things really go hand in hand. It's going to be a powerful, powerful workshop. 4 hours of Dr. B Serious going in. And then for me, 4 hours going in as well. I'm going to be bringing a lot of new science, a lot of new techniques on how to convert even sacral energy into and crown chakra energy, how to convert that then into manifesting. I'm going to teach people how to move energy around the body. I'm also going to talk about the power of understanding how to build your own platforms. How do you start a business? How do you raise money for your business? How do you use funding? How do you get approved for the funding to raise the money to fund your own project and businesses? The importance of creating your own platforms and being sovereign. I'm going to go into a lot of different things with setting up trust, setting up your own bank, becoming your own bank, life insurance policies. I'm going in deep on all of this and connecting the spirituality to all of it. So we're really going to give people a real kickstart into 2023. So between the blueprint for God power and teaching people how to walk in a true God power, understand all the different matrices that exist in this planet, as well as the Manifest Destiny workshop, between those two classes, there's no way a person couldn't explode the rest of their year and the rest of their life. They should be able to build a legacy just off those two classes.
Let me tell you, family, if y'all haven't been to Manifest Destiny, this is going to be online, so it's reaching all over the world, all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth. And I know Billy got a real Wi-Fi thing that could hold all of y'all when y'all come on there. I know Billy's spent the money on this, so he's gonna make sure that the bandwidth is gonna be tight. I'm telling you, family. So here's the link. I put the link in the chat if y'all want to join that one with, of course, that's Black Magic. But of course, I had the other one first. I had this one. This is a $99 one that they're doing on January 29th. And this one they're doing on January the 7th. This is the other link for January the 7th with Brother Rich. Big up to Brother Rich. That's right, in the house. I think he's in the house too. Big up to Brother Rich all the time. And, you know, I watched the program and both of y'all was going in, bro. And of course, I got this hat from 19 Keys and I was over there at the venue. Of course, what y'all did at the center stage, get that a round of applause. Y'all did a wonderful job, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, that was incredible.
I didn't find Elizabeth until late.
I know.
And I was trying to call. I was texting Donnie. I said, Donnie, look to your left. Look to your left. But he didn't look at his phone. He was so enthralled with what he was hearing, with what y'all was saying over there. He didn't get, because I wanted to pull him backstage, but he wouldn't. I didn't want to yell out, yo, Donnie, come here. I didn't want to do that to him and his wife, you know, embarrass people. But thank y'all very much for what y'all did and what you and 19 Keys done. And it was good to see him backstage talking about, you gonna bring me on this show. I can't wait. He had Lloyd on his show and Lloyd tore it up. Lloyd Strayhorn tore it up.
He did,
but what I loved about it, I said, you know, that what y'all did opened up a vortex, and I felt it. The crowd felt it.
Yeah, the energy was crazy in there.
It was crazy. It was cold in there too, right, Elizabeth?
Thank God you had your jacket.
I gave her an extra jacket. I had my jacket in my. I was like, "Girl, wear this. Stop playing." Because it was.
I was on the stage. The lights on the stage were on us, but we were hot. I was sweating.
Oh,
yeah, I could tell.
All the heat was on us. So you guys.
It was so cold. I had to take a break backstage to get warm.
Yeah, I seen you when you went backstage the first time. I said, "Let me go over there and sit behind what's her name, Mom." I sat behind 19 Keys' mom, who's in the Nation of Islam, an active Nation of Islam person. And I bought this hat over there and I said, man, this was high frequency, high level. And I'm proud of knowing you, the 2 4s, the double 4s, because both of y'all are 4. He born on the 4th of May, you born on the 4th of September. All I seen was 44 on the stage. I ain't seen nothing else. All I seen was 44. Blue pill was right there and red pill. I said, all I see is 44, sir. 44 is what I see. High level stuff. Now, you know, moving forward, you know, what's the ultimate goal you think our brothers and sisters should strive for out there? From both of your perspectives, what is the ultimate goal they should? Because I'm looking at legacy. of course, because I got 12 grandchildren and more to come, and 9 children. And I'm, like I said, I'm inspired. What is the ultimate goal that our audience should really look towards in what you're offering, but what others are offering, what you and Elizabeth is offering? What should they really focus on moving forward? Because you're a very focused individual. So what should they focus on moving forward in their life? Please.
Well, for me, what I recommend, especially for people of color, is understanding the true power that's inside of them.
Yes.
But at the same time that you recognize the power that's inside of you, you have to be very careful. It's a slippery slope into supremacy. You can fight racism. You can become aware of the knowledge of the power of self. You can work on the inner self. You can understand you are a God. You can walk in God power. But at the same time, you have to understand there's a slippery slope between walking in that kind of power and becoming a supremacist. You can be a supremacist of any race. Any race can become supremacist.
That's right.
And so you have to be careful of that, because becoming a supremacist brings back in the darkness. You bring all that effort in to relinquish the exterior religions and relinquish the power that you're giving out to other people over your lives and everything else. And you realize the true power in yourself and the true divinity in you. And you raise yourself up and you stand up and you download all this knowledge and wisdom and understanding from everything you've been studying. And now you're walking in light. And then all of a sudden you can get to the point where, and then if you become a supremacist, which is AKA a racist, then that knocks you all the way back down. Becoming a racist is like hitting yourself in the knees and knocking yourself back down to the ground all over again.
Hold on, stick a pin before I go to you, Elizabeth, because I was doing something, and when I posted your flyer, some idiot said something disrespectful, and I said, why are they trying to disrespect this union right here, your union? And I said, because they expected you to marry some dark-skinned woman or whatever. This is what they're saying. And I said, why are you disrespecting? And you just said something about racism and how it's important to stop that. And tell us the metaphysics behind that. Because did the gods practice that?
It's talked about in the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. And so Thoth recognized that his relatives were operating in a supremacy mindset. Not all of them, but some of them. His father, Enki, Enki, he had compassion and developed compassion for human beings and other races of beings. And so did Thoth. Thoth spent time traveling, according to him, to many worlds and watching civilizations rise and fall. But one thing he says is that men will fall into darkness. And then when they fall into darkness, this is the opportunity for the dark brothers to take hold of them, that these hidden group of people that come out of the shadows or operate in the shadows wield their power over them when they're in their dark phase and when their eyes are down and they're not looking up to the light. And if you're not careful, they can reel you in. He also talks about people that end up seeking the light and obtaining the light and then fall prey and victim to the dark brothers, which is that mentality, the dichotomy of good and evil, that it creeps back in, and all of a sudden those people continue to pull your strings and take you right back down to the darkness. You convince yourself that you're walking in light, but you're actually walking in complete dark. You're actually blind. And so we have to be careful. So it's a slippery slope between walking in God power, being proud of your race, and building community and understanding the true power and divinity and your true ancient history, how powerful it was. There's a true slippery slope between that and supremacy. And we have to be careful. And then the other thing I would say to them is to focus on what you were talking about, building your legacy. We have to, as people of color, we have to stop this consistent downfall where parents forget to build a legacy for their offspring. I'm a victim of it as well. My parents left me absolutely nothing. My parents used to keep their money in a shoebox. Okay. I mean, till the day my dad died, he had money in a shoebox. And I'm talking about, it was peanuts. It was, I don't know if it could have been $40 or $50. They lived day by day. My mother used to have to go to the grocery store every day. If she had money, it was a daily trip to the grocery store to get something just for that night. And so we have to understand that living like that is not setting ourselves up for any type of future prosperity. If we are walking in this God power, understanding who the power of who we truly are, where we came from, and we're not then setting ourselves up in this financial matrix the right way so that our future offspring can prosper in the proper way and continue to walk in that light, then we're doing them a disservice. So we have to have both. We have to understand how powerful we are without going over the board, becoming a supremacist. And the next thing we have to do is we have to build legacy for our future generations.
Somebody just asks, are we supreme to the dark brotherhood, or is it the same slippery slope?
The dark brotherhood is lower than everyone. They're the lowest of the low. They're dark energy, but that brotherhood, those dark brothers, they've learned how to master. Just like you have the Jedi Knights in Star Wars, you have the good Jedis and the bad Jedis, right? It's all the same power they're accessing. One learned how to use it for darkness. Right. Those people are operating at a very low frequency, and they're trying to keep the world in a very low frequency. We see how they operate from behind the shadows, how they take away Kyrie Irving's money and all his contracts from behind the shadows. We see how they operate. Right. Those people are low frequency, but they know how to use the power over people to bring them down to their frequency level. We have to supersede them. We have the capability and the power to do that. We have the power to be, like the Anunnaki said in the myth of Adapa in the Sumerian tablets, we have the power to be even higher than them, higher than even the Anunnaki. It's written. The black-faced people is written in the myth of Adapa. Right. So we have to understand we have the power, but the ego, balance the ego with the understanding of your power. Right. Because becoming a supremacist brings you right back down to darkness.
And even when what you said, Elizabeth, go ahead, sister.
It's all about divide and conquer. That's what they want. They want to divide us. They want people to feel supreme. So then now they turn into racists too. So everybody's at each other's heads all the time. That's their goal. That's why the world is so separated. That's why there is racism, because divide and conquer, period.
That's all it is. It's a
trait. And that's why as soon as I dismissed that and block that person when he tried
that's
to
okay. Yeah.
I just want to make sure, because people out there, they're thinking like that. You know, they're thinking. I know they're thinking like that.
Here, let me speak on that right quick.
Because, please, let's do it. Just go ahead.
At the end of the day, we're souls. We're energy. We incarnate in this lifetime to experience this period of life for this moment in time. But that's just a blip. That's a blip in your whole journey of your soul, right? You could be in the next life. You could be a white man.
That's what Dr. Blair said. That's true.
I could have been a white dude. I could have been a black dude. You could have been a white woman. Every life teaches you something different.
That's right.
So it's for you in these lifetimes to figure out what is right. And what is right is not color. There is no color in consciousness. You say it all the time.
Yeah.
There's no color in consciousness. So to be able to elevate yourself and really come into your divine power, you have to realize that it's not about these external things. It's about the power within you. The power within you doesn't have a color, period. So when people come at us about that, oh, you're not, come on. I mean, come on, really?
I'm glad you defended it.
Period.
I wanted you to defend it. I wanted you to.
They could have been an Asian woman in their past life. So it's like you can't because everybody has their journey.
You're part of the melanated family, so I don't know. Okay, let me tell you, she act more hood than most of the hood sisters I know. When me and her talking, it's like, yo, kid, I'm like, what up? I'm like, word.
Well, here's the thing, King Simon. Here's the thing.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm adopted, right? Yeah, like everyone I said before, I was adopted by a white family. So I'm heavily confused. This is one of the biggest traumas I've had to get over and realize in my life. I was turned away by white people because I wasn't white. I was turned away by Asian people because I wasn't Asian enough. And the only people that ever accepted me were black people. I've always been around black people. Ever since I got kicked out at 14. So I lived with a black family when I was 14 on. And it's just, all my friends are black. So when people come at me about this whole me not being black thing, I know I have a mirror. I see myself.
Right. I'm good. I know y'all have a very good way about it. I've been around you. I've been in the house. We've hung out, eating food. I just love the energy of how y'all are outpouring to each other. And some of these people act like Billy never married a black woman before. He got pictures of his beautiful wife and family in the book. Go buy the book. If you're not out the book, go buy the book. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? So his brother has had children with a beautiful black woman. So, and then of course, let's big up. They got to big up Justice. You know, my brother. Give him a round of applause. Where he at? Where your son at, man? Get all that.
He's probably modeling somewhere right now. He's doing his modeling thing now.
Oh, that's my brother. That's my brother. That's right. That's right. And big up to your sister. Of course, I had the chance to hang out with all of y'all at the house, man. Big up to your sister. How's she doing? How's she doing?
She's doing phenomenal. She's moved from Germany back to Florida.
Wow, she got that book coming out, right?
I think she put it out on Etsy already. She put her book on Etsy already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of course. She put a digital version out for download right on Etsy. And so, her book is by Maria Carson. You can go to Etsy and get her book. I don't know exactly the link right now, but it's out there.
Right.
She's doing phenomenal. She's doing great. Doing very good.
Somebody said Elizabeth is cool. London Blue said Elizabeth. Yeah, she cool. I'm telling you, she cool as she cool. I've had more racism from people who I helped make money to support their families because of my skin color. Then they get upset because of the way I sing, dance, etc. I'm 67 and still it happens. Wow.
I experienced when I was growing up in Miami in the 70s. I experienced racism by lighter skinned black people.
Me too.
And then I saw it flip over in the 80s where then the dark skinned black people were acting racist against the light skinned black people. And so I'm like, this is just ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, and it's just like, I mean, come on. And I've seen it now with her. We go to Korea, everybody in Korea, because I said, let's go to find out where you're from. Mm-hmm. Because she was adopted as a brand newborn baby in the doggone crib.
Wow.
And so we go to Korea. And everybody there is Snow White. And they don't look nothing like her. So I'm like, I don't see anybody here look like
you. Ain't from Korea, girl. Stop playing. So you Japanese.
not Japanese. So, it was just interesting because then they were treating her,
they were treating her racist.
I'm not Korean enough.
If you're not Snow White, they see you as like a black person over there. And obviously,
Ranoka Rashidi got blacks in Asia. He got the pictures. He went to the temples.
There's a lot of there's black Japanese, black Asians all over the place. We have people in Melanesia and all this. There's black Asians all over the world. But so it's just pretty interesting to see that even the Korean people have racism against their own people because of the color of your skin. So she's dark, and they're not dark. So it's pretty interesting. It's just ridiculous. I mean, that's
very very ridiculous because it's just a lifetime. You play different roles in each lifetime. I mean, it is very ridiculous.
Well, I wanted people to get it, so I've never really heard it strongly on your channel. I'm glad I was able to ask that because of that triggered me from another thing, from me just posting the flyer, somebody saying something crazy. But I love you. I love y'all both, man. Y'all are family. And don't forget, family, I'm going down there to re-record some stuff.
Yes.
Because everybody was waiting for me to be on. People kept on calling me.
I know. It's coming. Now you're going to come down. We got your studio ready. You're going to come down and re-record it.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's going to be incredible.
And I've learned so much more. I'm different when it comes out. And thank you for sending me the outline, Elizabeth. I already got it in my head, so I already know what to do.
Awesome.
And it's just, but I'm telling you, family, when it is launched, my show, 8 episodes is launched. Y'all gonna see a difference with numerovation and numerology. Because, like I said, this is my new saying on my flyer, Billy. You got to see this. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. Hold on, let me say. I says, yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue into the future. That is my saying, bro. Wow. Oh, I ain't joking, bro. It's different.
I love it.
I love y'all. I respect y'all. I want to thank y'all. And remember, get their books on Forbidden Knowledge, ForbiddenKnowledge.com. Get the books on 4. Don't forget the number 4. Wait, where's your 4? Come on, Billy. You got to say it. Let me see your fingers.
Billy Carson, a.k.a. 4. Don't
forget. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, we got to see you on New Year. You coming for New Year?
Yeah. I already put.
Plus 2.
Yeah, I got 3. Me plus 2 more people. So I don't know if McCabe is coming. I don't know who's coming. Okay. Oh, my nephew might come with me. The martial artist. He sends salute to you. Imhotep. He might come with me, and he's about to get this new building as far as to do his martial arts and his Tai Chi and everything. So he's a good brother. And I've known him since he was a little baby. in the dojo. He's a dojo nephew, I call him, because I
Nice,
grew up with
nice.
his mother and father. And so I'm just happy that he's accommodating me, and we're going to be hanging out, and we're going to coming down there. We're going to have a good time. If you need any comedy up there, you know, I might tear that place up. Y'all don't blame me.
Man.
Conscious comedy.
I know you're gonna have everybody laughing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I don't stop, brother. Is Donnie coming? You know if Donnie coming? Did
Donnie's not gonna make this one, I don't believe, but he'll be there for her birthday party in February.
We're gonna be there too, because it's my birthday too. Stop playing. All right.
Yeah.
All right. But thank y'all very much for coming on. I love and respect y'all, man. Thank y'all all the time, man. And y'all be safe. We'll talk, all right?
Peace.
All right, peace and love. Peace and love. 4 billion knowledge, not 8. 4 billion knowledge. All right, y'all take care, all right? All right. Peace and love. Oh man, that's family there, family. Don't forget that is family right there. Get their books. Get the books. Get the books on forbiddenknowledge.com. The number 4, forbiddenknowledge.com. That was Billy Carson and Elisabeth Hoekstra. Yeah, baby. And don't forget the big event that they doing on that Billy and my brother, the one, the only Dr. B Serious is doing. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. And don't forget, we got for the first time Afro Boricua and Moreno, Mystic Ivy 333 coming in. Spiritual guidance through the tarot coming in on Wednesday, November 30th. Make sure you send it to a friend. Subscribe. Lock it in. Okay, let me put some music in the background before I run down. Hold on. Before we run down anything else, let me turn that down. And of course, content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. That's right. You gotta watch your back, family. You gotta watch your 6. So that's why I put disclaimers, because man, these people will mess your soul up with these without a disclaimer. Let me play some music here. You know, because it's important that if you're gonna be a content creator, I want all of y'all to listen, because we're gonna close out with Dr. Delbert Blair's prayer. So I need all of y'all to wait. If y'all can wait, we had over 100 people up here, over 100 people that was here to see Billy Carson and Elisabeth Hoekstra. So make sure. And remember, it's all about, when you do those disclaimers, it's all about watching your back. You know what I'm saying? Because also you got sponsors that might be doing certain things. So big up to all the sponsors. Here's one of my sponsors right now. The website is iampublishing.com. That's iampublishing.com, or go to IG at younggod_235, and don't forget TikTok at iampublishing also. And don't forget his motto, Joshua Selden's motto, is supercharge your imagination with affirmations that will open the eye in your mind to infinite possibility. Make sure you get the book. Don't forget Lloyd Strayhorn. Go to his website, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Tell him King Simon sent you. If you give him a call at 800-581-4401. If you want to do a session with him, if you want his newsletters, if you want to be booked, if you want to buy any of his books, go to his website, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. My brethren, Paul Campbell. Yes, he's a friend of mine. You remember Shot House? You remember Mod Mox? This is Mod Mox. If you in Florida, February on Friday, December the 2nd, make sure you go down to the Island Space Caribbean Museum from 6 to 8 p.m. Go and meet Paul Campbell. If you've ever watched Dance Hall Queen and any of those movies, Third World Cop, this is the man. This is my brother. This is a good friend of mine, and I'm advertising his business. Or you can go to the website if you want to RSVP. I think it's free. I'm not sure. I think it's free to go into that museum. islandspaceflorida.org. islandspaceflorida.org/Paul Talk. So Paul will be speaking about his career, about his art. He's also an artist. So big up to Paul Campbell. And of course, he just had a birthday on October the 21st. So big up to my man, Paul Campbell. Don't forget. If you want to learn how to meditate, for both ladies and men, if you never meditated before, this is a free meditation that this beautiful doctor is offering. Dr. Alicia Kair is offering for women. For the independent, for the beautiful women that want to learn how to meditate, please text 518-768-7669. That's 518-768-7669. For the men, please text 770-861-9906. That's 770-861-9906. Also, if you want to be in the Poconos for this major event, I think she might be live streaming this one. Right there on the green side of the screen, go to holisticapalace.com. That's Holistica Palace. She's having a big iridology class in the Poconos, Crystal Garden at 1444 Poconos Boulevard, Mount Poconos, PA. Also, this coming Tuesday, matter of fact, this coming Thursday on the 1st, we will be on Force MD's podcast, the Force MD's podcast. We will be on there at 10 o'clock in the morning. And don't forget, if you want to get any of our products, go to holisticapalace.com. That's holisticapalace.com. If you want to travel with the one, the only Ashra Kwesi, please call him right now at 214-378-0206. That's 214-378-0206, and tell him King Simon sent you right here. Book your 15-day trip today with the Kwesi family. And don't forget, if you like to laugh, I like to laugh. Make sure you contact this Linktree and go to Linktree/JP Justice Laugh on January the 13th in Harlem, New York. They're going to be doing a big comedy show with Mugga from Manifest. If you ever seen that television show, Mugga's from Manifest, and JP Justice is just a top-notch comedian. Big up to him, whatever he's doing, so big up to him. And of course, in 2003, don't forget we're doing this course that's coming up. It's going to be a pre-recorded course, so you'll be able to buy it. Remember, tap into my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's King Simon the Numerovator at Linktree. And don't forget, the course is called Numerovation and Numerologics of Many Moods, or the Many Moods of Numerovation and Numerologics. We're going to be talking about that in 2023. And don't forget, in 2023, we got Professor James Smalls coming to Stone Mountain, Georgia, where we had Ashra Kwesi. We're going to have him there too. Make sure for early tickets, all you have to do is text me at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Now look, every one of you have some type of skill you want to pull out of you. But if you have writing skills and you want to bring your writing dreams to life, call this sister right now. Her name is Susie Script. Editing service, author, journalist. She types for you, all of that. She can put it all together, make it sound good. 914-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467. If you want to write and get your book out and produce and all that kind of stuff, she can help you. You want to take my classes? Make sure if you want to take my classes, family, all you have to do is go to udemy.com. That's udemy.com, udemy.com, and put in the word numerovation. I'm the only one teaching numerovation, and that's an introductory course. So make sure you go to udemy.com. And don't forget, boom, if you want the 8-hour raw uncut course, limited rate is $333, and on my birthday on February 1st, it's going to be $444. So get your raw uncut course. Serious people only. Those that really want to learn holistic numerovation from my perspective, and then guide yourself to go to another higher perspective. All right? Text the word course to 347-496-1022. And remember, again, yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue into the future. Remember, numerology only means the study of numbers. Numerovation means using numbers to motivate you and take you to the higher level. Get my books on Linktree right now. Go to Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. And remember, if you want to book a session with me right now, all you have to do, the list is slow. It's broke. I broke down the list. It's already down. So if you book now, you're definitely going to be right there at the end of November, going into probably the middle of December. Definitely. All you have to do is text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. You already seen the disclaimer. You already heard it. We're getting ready for the prayer, family. We're getting ready for the prayer for Delbert Blair. I did not put up the prayer yet, but it's all right. It's all right. All right, family. Let's get ready to pray. We're going to do the Delbert Blair prayer. Respect to Dr. Delbert Blair. And I hope, let me turn down the music. I hope y'all had a great time with me. And those who want to support, let me turn off the music. Show respect to Delbert Blair's essence. Now, if you want to support Dr. Delbert Blair, this is the prayer I'm going to read. This is the Please Universal Creator. I'm going to read this. If you want to take a picture, I forgot to put it up again. I was supposed to put it right on the screen, but I forgot to upload it. So please go to the website. This is Delbert Blair's website. That's www.themetacenter2.com. That's www.themetacenter2.com. Make sure you support the late, great Dr. Delbert Blair and all that he's still doing through his family, through his metaphysics family over there at the Meta Center in Chicago. All right? So let's say the prayer, family. Let's say the prayer. Everybody take a deep breath. Relax, relax, relax. Take a deep breath. We love and respect each and every one of you, family. Love and respect each and every one of you. I want you to take the time out. I want you to take the time out. Delbert Blair was one of those people that said, metaphysically, because we go through a 25 to 26,000 year cycle, more than likely every one of us will go through all of the races. We might be white, black, Asian. We might be homosexual, gay, lesbian, all of that. We might go through every experience because remember, being a man, woman on earth is an experience. It's not a job description. This is what Delbert Blair said this about us reincarnating and becoming everything that's been on earth as far as the human existence, because remember, energy is constant. It only changes form. All right. So that's what we're going to do. Ready? Are y'all ready for the prayers? Are you ready for the prayers? Take a deep breath. Relax, relax, relax. If you're ready for the prayers, here we go. Big up to Denise, Renee, Muhammad watching on Facebook, and Horace Jones. Big up to y'all for watching, tuning in. And everybody that's tuning in on all the other platforms. Again, we want to thank Elisabeth Hoekstra and Billy Carson for being on. Make sure y'all go to their website. And of course, let me put up the website again one more time. There it is. There's their link tree. All right, all right, all right. And don't forget my link tree if you need to do my links. All right. Get ready for this prayer. Here we go. Ja, Lee, 2. Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. We're going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Y'all ready, people in the back of the universe? We're going to say it in a unified manner. This is called Please Universal Creator by Dr. Delbert Blair. Once again, if you want to support Dr. Delbert Blair's website, this is it. Themetacenter2.com. Themetacenter2.com. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. Thank you, Delbert Blair. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Thank all of you for tuning in and holding on. I'm getting ready to take a step to the rear and get the heck out of here. And I want to big up Dr. Empress Belkis. Make sure you go to healatlanta.com. And if you want to order some great food, great soups that she also delivers, and she also mails out to all 50 states, also to Canada, please hit her up at 518-SOUP NOW. That's 518-SOUP NOW or 518-768-7669. Or hit her up at email at healatlanta@gmail.com. Big up to her. Me and her been good friends for like 10 years, so enough respect. And her food is delicious, believe me. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh and get some knowledge. I want to thank Billy and the one of his beautiful wife his fiance called Elizabeth. And remember, woke doesn't mean broke. Remember, woke doesn't mean broke, family. Don't get caught up in that. I am not a poor righteous teacher. I respect the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Remember that. But remember, he always asked us and in the lessons told us to have good homes, friendship, money, luxury, good homes and friendship in all walks of life. So he wasn't about that brokenness now. You gotta be a prosperous righteous teacher. That's what I strive to be. And that's what Billy Carson helps you to do, especially in this book. Woke doesn't mean broke. Make sure you get the book. Stop playing. 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 I'm telling you, big up to Elisabeth Hoekstra, of course, the recipe to elevated consciousness. Big up to his son, Manifest Destiny Journal. And big up to his Emerald Tablets, the compendium of the Emerald Tablets. And of course, again, woke doesn't mean broke. In the immortal words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, one love, one aim, one destiny. Up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. And in the immortal words of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, regardless of land, label, or language, there is but one God. And in the immortal words of that beautiful lady born on April the 4th, the one, the only, Maya Angelou, and still we rise. And still we rise. Peace. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the New Motivation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. It's the Numerovational Session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now.